You were the harbor, I was the hurricane. You held still while I rearranged the rain. You loved me softly, I loved you in waves. You built a future, I burned it down in days. You said stay with me, I said you don't know me yet. You said I want to, I said you'll regret. I made you the villain in the story you didn't write, then walked away from morning, blamed you for the night. And I tell my friends you broke me, but the truth is in my chest. I was scared of being chosen, so I left before the rest. You weren't the wound, my love, you were the medicine I refused. And I'm the one who taught you how it feels to lose. I was the storm, I was the storm. You were the home I burned to keep my heart from getting warm. You were the bad one, baby, that was always me. I broke a man who loved me, 'cause I couldn't let him see. I was the storm, I was the storm. The reason you stopped trusting in the shape is soft and warm. I hope she's gentler than I ever knew to be. I hope she gives you everything I was too scared to be. I was the storm, and you deserve the sun. I saw you on a Sunday with the girl who knew your name. You looked at her the way you used to try to look at me the same. She laughed, you smiled, and something cracked inside my ribs. I saw the man I broke become the man he always lived. You held her hand in public like it didn't make you scared. You used to ask me why won't you, and I'd say I didn't care, but I cared too much. That's why I ran, that's why I lied. I called your love a cage when I was the one inside. And I tell myself I'm healing, but I'm just running still from the ghost of someone good who loved me past my will. You weren't too much, you were exactly what I dreamed. And I'm the one who made you doubt the man I knew you'd been. I was the storm, I was the storm. You were the home I burned to keep my heart from getting warm. You weren't the bad one, baby, that was always me. I broke a man who loved me, 'cause I couldn't let him see. I was the storm, I was the storm. The reason you stopped trusting in the shape is soft and warm. I hope she's gentler than I ever knew to be. I hope she gives you everything I was too scared to be. Is the kind of pain you don't get to cry about, the kind you cause, the kind you can't shout out. No one writes a sad song for the girl who left the good. No one mourns the woman in the wreckage that she stood. But I sit alone on Tuesdays with the photos that I kept, and I whisper an apology to a man who never wept. I was scared of being loved the way you tried to love me, and I broke the only mirror that had ever shown me. I was the storm, I was the storm. The reason you stopped opening your arms to keep them warm. You were the lesson, darling, I was the mistake. I was the one who taught your heart what good men shouldn't take. I was the storm, I was the storm. But you were the morning that I never let arrive. I hope she gets the version that I never let you give. I hope she lets you love her in the way I couldn't live. Why was the storm, and you deserve to live. I'm sorry for the silence, I'm sorry for the door. I'm sorry I keep loving you from rooms you don't live in anymore. I was the storm, you were the calm I ran from.